Students, now today we are going to start the first practical of your new session, Ohm's law experiment in the physics lab. So today I think all of the students are present of class 10 A and B. Okay, so be ready. We see here, this is the ammeter which measures the current in the circuit, and this is the voltmeter which measures the potential difference across the ends of a circuit, conductor or wire. This is the resistor whose resistance is 2 ohm, and this is the plug key, and this is rheostat which is used to change the value of resistance in the electric circuit. This is the voltmeter. This yellow color apparatus is V. This is voltmeter, and now we show the rheostat. This is the rheostat. All we see here, this is the rheostat, and this is the knob. There are two terminals of this knob, rheostat, first terminal and second terminal. So this is connected by the different piece of connecting wires are there. And as we move this knob, then here this is the wire, the value of resistance will be decreases, and as you move backward side, then value of resistance will be increases. So here you can change the resistance of the circuit by using rheostat. Here all you see it is written rheostat, R-H-E-O-S-T-A-T. This is rheostat, and there are two terminals. And what is the use of this rheostat? Rheostat is a device which is used to change the magnitude of resistance then current in the electric circuit. Now all we see, this is voltmeter. This is voltmeter. One needle is there, and it measures the reading of potential difference. There are again two terminals, positive terminals and negative terminals, and this is resistor. Here it is written 2 ohm. Resistor means whose resistance is 2 ohm. This is the wire whose resistance is 2 ohm. So this is resistor whose resistance is to be found. Now all we see, this is one-way key. One-way key. This is, if you insert this, then circuit will be closed, and if you take it out, then circuit will be open. So this is known as plug key or one-way key. Eliminator. The function of battery eliminator to produce input of this device is AC, but it gives the output in DC. So here input is always the wire. It connected to the 220 volt of the main supply, but it gives the output here. See the red and black, and two wires are connected. So red is the positive and black is the negative. Here it is 0 volt, 2 volt, 4 volt, 6 volt, 8 volt as we required to do the experiment. So you can change the potential difference with the help of this battery eliminator. All with understand about all the parts, all the different instruments. This is ammeter. It is used to measure the electric current. This is voltmeter. Here is written as V. It is voltmeter. It is used to measure the potential difference across the ends of a conductor. This is resistor whose resistance is 3 ohm, and this is plug key, and this is battery eliminator. Okay, now all we see here, all these apparatus are combined in one. Can you see this? Here now initially it is 0. Now we fix such that all we see here, in both cases the reading is 1, because 0 to 1 is divided into 10 equal parts. The first one is one reading. After 0 the first division is there. all of you know what is the reading? In voltmeter is also 1 and in ammeter is also 1. Again you change the value of resistance by rheostat. Again we move, all of you see here, we move. You see the pointer is 3 in voltmeter and ammeter is also 3. Is it clear? Yes girls, yes or no? Girls? Here all you see after 0, 1, 2, 3 divisions and ammeter is also 1, 2, 3 divisions. Again we move the rheostat, it again move. Now you see in both the ammeter here 4 divisions, voltmeter also 4 divisions. Again we move the rheostat, then you see in both cases 5, 5. Is it clear or not? Okay, all of you find the readings. Now how would you note it down the readings? Now you see the again ammeter reading I in ampere and the fourth column is resistance R is equal to potential difference by current and R is measured in ohm. When we see the first readings of the ammeter, we will find that 1 division and which is multiplied by least count. So 1 into 0.1 is equal to 0.1 is equal to 0.01 ampere. Then you find the resistance. So resistance is equal to V by I. The value of potential difference is 0.1 volt. So here 0.1 divided by 0.1 ampere. 0.1. After calculation we will get 10 ohm. Just like in the second readings, we will find the second division, that is second 2 is again multiplied by least count. Again in the case of ammeter it is multiplied by least count 0.01. After multiplying we will get 0.2 volt, here 0.02 ampere. In this case we have also find the ratio of resistance R2 is equal to, that is 0.02 divided by 0.2, then we will get 10 ohm. Third readings, 3 into least count, that is 0.1 is equal to 0.3 volt, and here also when we multiply the ammeter setting 3 into least count 0.01, we will get 0.03 ampere. In this case we have also find the value of potential difference and the current. So R3 is equal to 0.03 divided by 0.3, we will get again 10 ohm. Fourth set reading, here 4 is the readings of the ammeter which is multiplied by least count. So here 0.1 into 4 is equal to 0.4 volt. And the voltmeter reading 4 which is multiplied by least count of voltmeter, then we will get 0.04 ampere. In this case we have also find the value of resistance R4 is equal to potential difference, that is 0.04 divided by 0.4. In this case we will also get the same value 10 ohm. So in this observation table we will find that the ratio of V by I is equal to 10 ohm, which is constant. So V by I is equal to constant. That's why V is equal to constant into I. So V is directly proportional to I. This verifies the Ohm's law. This verifies the Ohm's law. Now you can also verify this Ohm's law by plotting a graph between electric current I in x-axis and potential difference in y-axis. All we see the readings here. Ammeter's reading is 0.01, second reading is 0.02, third reading is 0.03, fourth reading 0.04, and the voltmeter's reading is 0.1 volt, 0.2 volt, 0.3 volt, 0.4 volt. From the observation table, 0. This is ammeter, voltmeter, and all of you see here green. This is the resistor or resistance, and here switch, and here power adapter is there. All of you know adapter. In mobile, all of you use the adapter to charge the battery. Sound is pointer is there, red color pointer. This is voltmeter, and here this is the resistor whose resistance is to be found. And in built, all of you see here, as you increase the value of resistance, that is the value of resistance knob, then the resistance will be decreases and current will be increases. All you see milliampere. Can you see the movement of needle and ammeter and voltmeter? Is it visible, girls? All we see here the deflection of needle in the two ammeters and voltmeter. Okay, so first how would you measure the value of ammeter and voltmeter? To do this, first to verify this experiment, first we draw the circuit diagram to verify the Ohm's law. Before this, all of you know what is the experiment. The name of experiment is to verify the Ohm's law. What is Ohm's law? All of you know. At constant temperature, the potential difference is directly proportional to the current passes through it. All of you know this is the statement of Ohm's law. The potential difference across the ends of a conductor is directly proportional to the current passes through it. So V is proportional to I, and as the constant of proportionality is removed, so V is equal to Ri, so R is equal to V by I. This is the formula which is derived from the Ohm's law. R is equal to V by I. R is measured in ohm because R stands for resistance and resistance is measured in ohm. V stands for potential difference and it is measured in volt. I stands for electric current and it is measured in ampere. And this is ammeter. To note down the reading of voltmeter and ammeter, first we have to note down how to find out the least count. This is the new thing, least count. Here all we see here in your 10 division is equal to 1. Are you able to see? Here all we see 10 division is equal to 1 volt. Are you able to see this? Here you see the needle 10 division is equal to 1 volt. After 10 division 2 volt. After 10 small division is equal to 3 volt. And the range of this voltmeter is 1 to 5 volt. Are you able to see? If suppose what is the range of this ammeter? So what is the range? 0 to 5 volt. First, if we have to measure the readings of this voltmeter and ammeter, so first we have to find out the least count. What is least count? The minimum distance or minimum reading which can be measured accurately by the apparatus is called least count. So first we have to find out the least count. Okay. How to find out the least count? So first you find out the least count of voltmeter. Least count of voltmeter. So here, since 10 small division is equal to 1 volt, therefore 1 small division is equal to 1 by 10. Least count of ammeter. 10 small division is equal to 100 milliampere. And all of you know 1 milliampere is equal to all of you know 1 milliampere is equal to 10 to the power minus 3. So 100 into 10 to the power minus 3 ampere. One milliampere is equal to 10 to the power minus 3. Therefore, one small division is equal to 100 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by 100. Here how many divisions are there? 10 divisions or 100 divisions? Tell me, 100 divisions or 10 divisions? Here 100 divisions is equal to 100 milliampere or 10 division? Tell me girls. Equal to 100 milliampere. 10 division is equal to 100 milliampere or 100 divisions? 10, yes. और यहाँ पर हम लोग कुछ नहीं बोल रहे हैं. 10 small division. How many divisions? 10. 10. So one small division is equal to 100 into 10 power minus 3 is equal to 10. 0, 0 cancel. So here 10 by 1000. 0, 0 cancel, which is equal to 0.0 ampere. This is the least count of the ammeter. So all of you know how would you find out that in examination this question is also asked, how would you find out the least count of the ammeter and voltmeter? So all of you know how would you find out the least count of ammeter and voltmeter? What is the least count of ammeter? Least count of ammeter is 0.01 ampere. And least count of voltmeter is 0.1 volt. Any doubt regarding this? What is the least count? Here we have to find the least count of ammeter and voltmeter. Now only we have to use this value. Least count of ammeter is 0.01 ampere. And this count of the voltmeter is 0.1 volt. Now we make a small table to measure the readings. First is number of observation. Second is voltmeter reading. That is potential difference in volt. The second is ammeter reading. That is current I in ampere. And here resistance is equal in, that is potential difference in volt. Ammeter readings I, that is current in ampere, and R. The first practical of your syllabus is Ohm's law experiment. I think all of you will learn about the Ohm's law experiment in theory class. But today I will show the different apparatus to measure the resistance of a resistor. How do you measure the resistance of a resistor and verify the Ohm's law? So girls, please see here, some of the apparatus are there. All we see here, this is the ammeter. All are able to see.